Hey everybody, this is Brandon with Silverback MMA, and today I have with me good friend, long-time client, and today my Yuki, Eric. So today we're going to be, if you haven't seen the last two videos, it might be helpful to go back and look at those, because we're going to be kind of expanding on a principle we've been working, and that is hips. And today we're going to apply it to grappling technique, a very fundamental, very effective grappling technique, the rear naked choke. And so the things we've covered in the last couple of videos is, again, this principle that good movement initiates from our hips. You know, the lower dantian can be called as well, where energy is stored, but it originates there and then it moves out through our extremities. The two benefits of that we've covered already is it can help us generate more power, and it can also help us be more efficient in generating that power or in moving in general. So today, again, we're going to go over the rear naked choke and one other benefit, a third benefit to moving in this way, originating movement from our hips. So first we're just going to go over the basic, very fundamental technique of a rear naked choke. Not any of the details, just kind of the nitty gritty of generally how to get into it and how to apply the technique. So we're going to start off, we're on what we call a rear mat, which means I'm on Eric's back. My legs are going around his waist. A lot of times they're called hooks. You're going to be right in here. I'm not going to cross my feet, but just have him right here in his hips. So for the rear naked choke, what I'm going to do is my one arm is going to go completely around his neck, and then my other arm, not going under his armpit, both of them on top of his shoulders here. So the arm goes around the neck. This hand is going to grab my own bicep. This hand then is going to come behind his neck. And essentially that is the position. This is a rear naked choke position. And to apply the choke, essentially I'm going to squeeze. Now that's what I want to go over a little bit more and apply this principle of hips, is how do we apply this technique, the squeeze portion of it. Because essentially the choke is going to be cutting off his two carotid arteries right here, the blood flow, which will eventually make him either tap or pass out. So bringing in this technique, or sorry, this principle of hips, and again, what do we focus on? We bring alive, so we want to put awareness in our hips while we're applying this. Typically what I see, people get this on, and then to apply it, just like with punching and kicking, we tend to focus on how we're interacting with the world. In a punch where our hand is hitting a mitt, in this case my arms are what's actually in contact with his neck. So people tend to focus on the arms, applying the technique and squeezing. So we'll be sitting here and just, you probably can't really see it great in this video, but my arms just start to squeeze and get tighter and tighter and tighter until he eventually taps. Okay? So that can work. And again, I wouldn't say that's wrong. The downside to that, what we've already talked about, it's not going to be as powerful or strong, and it's not going to be as efficient. I'm going to fatigue quicker because my arms are generating the power, the force for the choke. So what I want to do, and again, it's the same principle we've worked with punches, with kicks, is I want to initiate this movement from my hips. So I've got my lock, but I don't start squeezing with my arms. I start to squeeze with my hips, or extend my hips. So it initiates with my hips. I start to elongate them, and I don't even barely need to squeeze with my arms, because my hips are pulling my arms into his neck to apply the choke. So again, it's going to make it more powerful. I can get to a much stronger choke by initiating it from my hips. I can also hold it for much longer. I can apply it. I'm not going to fatigue out with my arms. And the third thing I wanted to go over, the benefit to this, is that it will help us stay injury free. We're not going to get injured as much. And real quick on that, just to say why, is because, again, we talked about the prime movers. When we initiate movement from our hips, it's coming from those prime movers, and they're better and more equipped to generate this force. When we're trying to do that with our extremities, our joints specifically are not really made to be generating a ton of force, so it can lead to acute injuries. Something pulling the bicep tendon or something like that. Again, more of an acute kind of an event happening where you get an injury, or it could be chronic injuries of a lot of tendonitis in elbows and wrists and whatnot. Again, these extremities that are more for just letting that force generate through them, but not creating it. So that third thing of staying injury free, another benefit to initiating this movement from our hips. So again, think about that principle is when we move, initiate it from our hips. It's going to give us more power, we're going to be more efficient, we're going to be able to do it longer, last longer, not get tired as quick, and we're going to stay injury free, which is really, really important. So, give that a try when you're doing this, when you're applying this choke, go through, if you haven't done it before, try it out. And then again, put your awareness, it's a lot about your awareness. Put your awareness in your hips and make sure when you start to apply this choke, sometimes it even helps to close your eyes. Put your awareness in your hips and start to arch from your hips and then end up squeezing with your arms at the very end. So please let me know how that goes. Give me any feedback, I'd love to hear it. Thank you, Eric, for helping me out for this video. And again, I'm Brandon, this is Eric, and from Silverback MMA. Thanks for joining us.